spend too much time on this, but do you look at any of these free agents who are available right now? Do you think there's any of them that the 49ers should specifically be interested in?
I haven't, to be honest, I haven't checked it out in a while because I kind of feel like they're staying pat with what we got at this point. I know there's some corners out there. Steven Nelson, Poole, I believe, is still out there, but I think we're staying pat. I'm seeing in the comments Justin Houston. If they did want to get a pass rusher, Justin Houston's a guy. He played with D Ford in Kansas City, who's been productive for a long time in this league.
Yeah, I like Steven Nelson too. That's another name I've brought up before. Brian Poole is another name I would consider. I think I'm more interested in the cap rollover, but if the team does cut Jimmy, there's no reason they shouldn't pick up one of these younger guys, these guys who aren't quite over the hump yet, right? And maybe the idea is that you sign them to a one-year deal like a lot of players have this season, and you expect them to come back next offseason. To me, that's the type of move that would be really beneficial to the Niners. I just don't think it would be beneficial for the team to, go and sign Justin Houston for a year and then he's off the team. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know how much that's going to push the 49ers over the edge right now. I would really be interested in a player that, like I said, they could invest in not just this season, but in the next few seasons, and they'll hopefully be on the roster for not just 2021, but the future. I think that type of move would make more sense.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, and Raymond brought up maybe there's some surprise cuts. I think that's part of this too, is that the 49ers probably have a better lay of the land than, us who are just trying to be Twitter GMs and all that, right? And I think for them, they must have some sort of plan in place. And I'm sure they know what kind of options they would have no matter what. Josh Mangold was just asking how much cap do we have currently.
Great question.
We have $10 million in free cap space. It's technically 17, but that's not taking into account Trey Lance or Trey Sermon. So those two guys are going to take up a little bit of money. And I think the thing with Trey Lance's contract specifically, and most rookie quarterbacks and high first-round picks, is that you don't usually give them a lot of money in that first season. Usually it's in years 2, 3, 4. So I don't think they'll be paying him all the money in the world in 2021. Hopefully. I think that's the thought.